Hello guys, Nigel here with you again. Another 5-minute video. It seems that a lot of you like my 5-minute videos. So yeah, thanks for that. You obviously find me boring otherwise. Go on, admit it. Go on, tell me. Right, so there's the tyres all painted. What I did, as I said earlier, I put the blue tack over the middle and airbrushed them. And as you can see, they look lovely. There's no washes on there. There's nothing on there other than just the tyre painted. They had 2 coats of the very watery mix of XF85, got some dust on there, and then they've had a going over with Tamiya XF85 rubber black, so they'll be left to dry now, and then they'll get a clear coat and then some weathering, whatever. I'll probably put some pigments in the treads or whatever. Okay, so what I want to talk about you in this video is other than the tyres, is headlights. And as you know, when you get the kit parts, you've normally got a headlight like this one. And as you can see, you've basically got a bowl that you paint silver and you put a clear lens over the front, and then you paint the outside the colour of your vehicle, whatever it may be. Well, that's all good, but there's something missing. There's no bulb. So what I do is put a bulb in there, and as you can see on this one, if I can get it to focus. Sorry about me disgusting nails, I've got black paint under them. We can see in there we've got a bulb. So and then when we paint the outside, we will get the dark colour will shine up the clear sprue and give us that shroud over the front of the bulb, which is how they kind of looked. So there we are. Okay, so you can see that inside that headlight we've got a bulb, and it will look much better than just actually looking at a you know, just a hole with an empty cavern behind the hole. So basically what we do is we get some clear sprue and stretch it. You know all about stretching sprue. You heat it till it bends and then just pull it, and then you try and end up with a strand of plastic about 0.5 diameter. This is about 0.6, I think. You just do it by eye. You don't need to be scientific about it. Just do it till it looks right. That's 0.51. Okay. So what we can do then is come along with our lighter, okay, and just get the flame. And what we do is just keep turning the sprue. Okay, keep turning it in front of the flame. And get a little bit closer, and what you'll see is on the end of the sprue, you will start to see a bulb. You could use a candlelight for this, you can use a soldering iron. All you need is a heat source. And the reason I'm turning it is so I get an even kind of bulb on the end. Now it doesn't need to be perfectly even, because what you can do is you're only looking at the end. So if it's all one-sided, it just means you're going to put the sprue one-sided in your headlight. But here we go, and you can see on the end of there, if it will focus, we've got a kind of ball on the end of our clear sprue. Okay, then you come along with your cutters. I am not prepared for this at all. I'm going to cut that off about 10mm long. Then we come along with a pointy thing, a pin or something, and just make an indentation in the back of the headlight, roughly where you think the centre is. So that's going to be like there. Okay, so we can make a indentation there, and then I've got a 0.5 drill here. And I can just come along and drill through, just like so. These are great little pin vices, by the way. They come from Premium Hobbies. I think they're a Japanese manufacturer. They're bloody brilliant. The beauty of them is, if you've got this type here, you've got all these 4 different collets for the different drill sizes. And yeah, they go big, and this one won't. But this one size here will go like all the way up to like 1.4, I think. And right down to sort of 0.3, and it's also got this little turny bit on the end, and it's much nicer to hold and grip than the bigger ones like this. So for smaller stuff, these are really good. So anyway, drill through there like that, 0.5, just go through, and then on the back side we're going to make sure we haven't got any flash or anything, or any bits of fluff, hairy bits of plastic, you know, you get when you drill a hole. So we just go and take them out like that, and then we can take our light bulb. Okay, there's our light bulb, and pass that through from the front, and that's just going to sit in there like that. Okay, and there you can see already you've got a light bulb in there. And then if you found that when you did it, it wasn't quite central, it's all like sort of all lopsided, all you've got to do is manipulate it from behind. Okay, a lot of that going on these days, isn't there? Manipulate it from behind and just move the bulb where you want it so it looks good, and then come along with your Tamiya extra thin, put a drop of extra thin in the back, set the depth. The way I set the depth, I look across the headlight and I look from this edge here, which is the outside rim, to the inner edge where the plastic lens is going to sit. I line those up by eye, okay, so we get those lined up like that on the camera, and then I push the bulb out and then I pull the bulb back until it just disappears. Put the glue on and then do your manipulation to get it central. And that's it. Now I'm not going to glue these now because obviously I want to paint the lenses first, but that is how I do light bulbs to get that kind of effect. Okay, now if you don't want the dark shroud look over the front, then you can actually just paint silver on the back of there and it will show through as silver. Yeah, glue that in with extra thin. Don't use super glue. If you use super glue, it instantly sticks where it is and then you can't manipulate it from behind. So if you use extra thin, it'll wick in there, and then just leave it, put it down face down, leave it to dry, leave it for like a good couple of hours, and then you can nip the excess sprue off the back and sand it. And that's it. It's that simple. So there you go, another little 5-minute video for you which you love. So I'll bugger off now and go and do something else. Bye.